Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, March 27th. We're looking at window traders. Market profile of the ES&NQ. So let's talk about a couple of things. We talked about emotional trading. That's exactly what you saw in L&M. We talked about sharks coming into the water. That's what happened in L&M. That's when shorts along with longs started diving in. We also talk about what they want to defend, right? We said in last night's video, eyes low for the bears and the price spike from last Fed day. Well, right now, in ES at least, we've been trading above the base of the price spike. NQ traded above it, and right now they're right below it. It's also a beautiful thing to go over right now, time price opportunities. Okay, very important. Price is an advertisement. Price got advertised lower big time late in the day yesterday. Time regulates it. But we ran out of time after the market closed. That's why I call this a price probe. The market's probing lower, but the game ended. We don't know till the next day. And volume confirms or rejects it. Well, as of right now, this is a beautiful example, right? If we opened up down inside of here and started building up volume, these lower prices would start being confirmed and accepted. That's not happening right now. Look where all the business was done. Look where the market migrated back to. Migrated back to their 10-wide point of control and where all the volume was done. Yes, this was an impressive move to the downside. We won 20 handles. Exactly 20 handles. 83 to 63. That's very impressive. Yet look at all the volume, or lack of. Right? So far, after that move down yesterday, it's certainly not being confirmed. Now, we still have 75 minutes to go, and we could come right back down. But it's a beautiful example how, again, as day traders, and why I like going home flat and unbiased, I bet you a lot of people went home short yesterday looking for that quote-unquote big gap down. It's also another reason why I said I think I'm going to still call this balance. I said if the sellers are that strong, it shouldn't be that hard taking out yesterday's low. And then the daily would automatically be down. It's not happening as of right now. It could, but it's not. I'm also not going to call this just a two-day balance. I'm not going to say if we take out yesterday's high, we're up. I'm encompassing this whole thing as a four-day balance right now. So the all-time high is the top of it. Yesterday's low is the bottom of it. So these are all things prior to even us going over what we could look for today. That's so important for traders that are learning the profile and learning just to trade in general, how to look at the market in a unbiased way. Righty went out with a double distribution day. Remember, they jumped the gun ahead of ES and NQ. They went double distribution in B period. Right now, they're at the upper end of the lower distribution. Now look, we could easily in the next 70 minutes come down and this starts getting accepted. But for now, the overnight low nowhere near yesterday's low for the most part in ES or NQ. So we'll see how much they take back. Line in the sand. Now, this is a good risk reward trade. Even though K is not an afternoon rally high. I'm sorry. Geez. K is the afternoon rally high. Okay? Look at the overnight high. The reason F wouldn't be an afternoon rally high, two reasons. Number one, it never took out E's high by 2 ticks. That's what I need. And number two, if it did, it would be too close to the day's high, and then we wouldn't have an afternoon rally high. That's why I use K. Look at that visual point. So if this remains the overnight high, which is now weak against the afternoon rally high, that's a great risk reward. Short the first time. If we open above the base of the price spike, where there were sellers yesterday, well, they wouldn't be there this morning if we open above it. So on a pullback, you could use that as a long and out if you get into the lower distribution. That's not a lot of heat. Because if you don't get the overnight high, and then you come back down into the lower distribution, well, guess what? Good chance you'll get the overnight low. So those are two real early risk-reward trades against very visual levels. Now, NQ's a little different. Their overnight high is nowhere near their afternoon rally high, but you could still front run it and then use either the 11 wide POC as your out or K's high. You should hit a speed bump here, even if you take out the overnight high. Remember, value would still be only unchanged. On the flip side, as far as a long, if we open below the base of the price spike, I'm not looking for a long really against M's high just yet. I'd let that breathe a little bit. Okay? See what happens at the price probe maybe. If it pulls back, you could take a long there, and then you have to decide how much heat you want to take to the overnight low. That's 30 points. I don't think you want to take that much. Again, early plays. I'm telling you, for $1 a day in our training room, what we offer is just amazing, and how much you'll learn. And then on the chart, just going to show you the daily. The monthly and weekly are healthier in the ES. Yes, it's still balance in NQ, and eventually they want to get going to the upside to try to take out that balance high. 4-day balance I'm using this as. Now, we did have an outside day down, which means we closed below yesterday's low after taking out both sides of the previous days. I'm sorry, we closed below the previous day's low after taking out both sides of it. So did the righty. Right now, that's being rejected, obviously. But we'll see. Good luck trading today. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.